I filmed an entire video this morning. Did my first winterize of the year in August. Great video. Deleted the whole fucking thing. Formatted the SD card, so that's how my day's going, but that was going to be a vlog episode. Literally would have been a great vlog. Deleted the whole thing. So that sucks, but we're going to keep on filming today. Right now I'm going to look at one of my buddy's boats. He's going to be gone for a little bit, so he wants a couple things taken care of. And I don't know if I'll film there, but we're going to go pick up a trailer. We're picking up a boat later in the week that needs to come in for a massive water leak. And this one, the guy left in the water over the, or he left it in his boathouse over the winter. It's got the track system, but didn't winterize it because it was heated. And the thing froze, but it didn't crack the block. It just blew out the freeze plugs. So they used it for like a week, or not even a week, I think just for the 4th of July. And they said water was coming in somewhere else. So before we pull that boat, they have the trailer, and the trailer needs bunk carpet because it never gets used. They haven't used it in like 10 years, they said. So we're gonna grab the trailer, bring it to the shop, carpet the bunks just so it doesn't scratch up the bottom of the boat. Then we're gonna go back a different day, pull the boat out of the lake, bring it to the shop, and kind of get it done. So we're gonna need to pick up the trailer. We're going to need to get bunk carpet and some staples. And then we're gonna take a look at some trailer lights that apparently aren't working on a guy's boat. So that's pretty much the rest of the day. I am so incredibly upset about deleting all of that footage this morning because it was a good video. But before we get into today's video, if you guys are new here, I'm Teo. I run ST Marine and Bush Fishing. And if you guys like watching videos on boats, working on boats, building boats, you guys should subscribe down below. And also, we're probably gonna have a podcast coming soon. So if you guys like listening to people talk about boats, you guys should check that out. I'm thinking it's gonna be on this channel, and then maybe eventually we'll move it over to the other one. But for now, everything's gonna be here on Bush Fishing, so you might as well subscribe. It's free. So for now, I'm heading out to the first one that we're gonna look at the boat, and then I'll pick the camera up afterwards, and we'll go get that trailer. That one's working. That one's working. That goes on. That goes on. That guy's on. That one's still working. It's got to be this little adapter. Alright, so we're in tow with the trailer. We just took a look at the lights on the other trailer. That last one, it must have been the adapter. I ohmed out the adapter from ground, running lights, and then left and right turn. And on paper, the adapter was good, but it obviously wasn't working. I couldn't get anything through the 7-pin on it. But when I hooked it directly from the 4-pin to the 4-pin on my truck, all of the lights were working. I did take out that left rear. It was the left rear that wasn't working. And I was just looking for a brake where it was spliced in. I ohmed all that out. That was good. The ground, I was making sure that that was still there and good, and it was. So not sure what was going on there, but all the lights are working, unless it was just a fuse on the guy's truck, which it very well could have been. So I let him know. Now we're on our way back to the shop. I might get these bunks out in this video. And then tomorrow morning between 4 and 8 a.m. we will have some new bunk carpet for it. So tomorrow we will get them, which I need to get a staple gun. We will get the bunks carpeted and then bring the trailer back and see if we could just pull the boat out right away. I just kind of got to talk to the guy and see if he just wants me to bring the trailer when we're pulling the boat or what. Big bump. But yeah, this trailer needs a little bit of work. So now the day got kind of away from me, but I'm going to head back to the shop. We'll drop this trailer off, and then we will probably film a video working on some ancient outboards. So we'll see you guys when we get there. We have made it. The trailer made it. Now we can take a kind of deeper look at it. For not moving for 10 years, it doesn't look terrible. Paint looks okay. It hadn't rusted too bad. I am going to grease these hubs before, but the guy asked if I could remove these, so we'll get rid of these inner panels, especially because the trailer literally doesn't get used. But the two bunks we're going to be doing are those two, so I'll show you guys kind of how I recarpet these so you don't have any seams, nothing exposed. But yeah, we'll get this pushed to the back. I might get these bunks off tonight, and then I'm gonna finally start filming on those fucking motors. All right, everybody, we're back for the next day. So, later start, we're waiting on parts. We have some stuff that we need, including bunk carpet. This is the vlog video, so I'm waiting on a fuel tank for a different video, and a fuel pump for, I don't know if it's gonna, I haven't filmed any of that yet, so I guess I could film that. We diagnosed a boat, and the fuel pump, it's an in-tank fuel pump, which you guys will see later, but essentially there's two fuel pumps that go up and feed one hard line, and the wiring for it goes inside the fuel tank, but there's a through, I would call it like a through hull, but it goes through the plate of the top of the fuel pump, and somehow those wires melted and the boat didn't explode. So they're incredibly lucky on that, but we're replacing the entire fuel pump assembly on that, so that'll be pretty quick. I need to remember to grab my fuel line disconnect tools. But yeah, right now we're gonna run to the Home Depot. We're gonna grab a pneumatic staple gun because I no longer have one, and some staples, and we're gonna do some bunk carpet, kind of show you guys how I do bunk carpet if anybody's interested, so that you don't have any seams on the, no exposed seams and no exposed wood. So that'll be exciting. So let's get on the road and let's get after it today. Beautiful day. Boots are back out. It was fucking freezing this morning. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. Gonna get a lot done. After we do that, we're gonna take that trailer that we did the bunks on, and we're gonna head out to the lake and pull that boat off the lake and take a look at his other boat for service. And the boat that we're pulling, the ski boat's gonna come in for the water leak and all of the services for it. So oil change, tranny oil, fucking spark plugs, cap rotor, kind of the whole nine. So I might make that a separate video. Yeah, I don't know. So let's get out there. Alrighty, we have made it into the shop. So down below we have our bunk carpet and a cutter, I believe. Over here, this is the staple gun that I got. I absolutely love this. I've used this for a long time, and it was time for my own. So this staple gun is incredible. We got some 1/2-inch staples, and I'm a big fan of these. So you can see how deep they are. These are great for bunks because they really grab. So we've got that. I got this at Harbor Freight because I needed the blowy, but I have all the fittings now too. So I'm gonna get my compressor set up, and I'm gonna pull those bunk boards off on that trailer. We got some time here, so I need to get these bunks done pretty quick. I have a gentleman coming to pick up the boat that, dude, I'm still pissed off about that whole video. I recorded an entire video on this boat out front. If you guys can see that, you probably can. Winterizing it, fixing all the shit on it. You guys saw part of it, but you didn't see the rest of it. And I deleted all that. So it's the next day and I'm still upset about it. Finish these bunks, get that guy's boat back. We're gonna run back, pick up a part that we need, do the fuel pump, and then probably come back here. Or we might grab that boat today. But we'll see how much we get done. I also have these little outboards to work on, which I started filming that video yesterday. So for now, I'm gonna get some stuff set up and let's get these bunks off. Alrighty, so sorry about that. Finished up on this. Guy came to pick up the boat that we had outside, but he's actually gonna leave it here and he wants it buffed out. So we kind of talked through what I did. He was very happy. And now we have that boat to buff as well. On this boat here, obviously we did our 2 bunks. I left them on because this trailer gets used once every 10 years. So it's not crazy important that the underside's wrapped perfectly. Obviously it looks nice. We don't have any big seams or anything, but we did those 2 bunks while it was on it. And then I just made these little caps for the end because the plywood was starting to get exposed. So this way the boat will at least be able to slide on it and not get all messed up. So right now I'm gonna pack up, get out of here. I need to go grab the fuel pump and then head down to put that fuel pump in. So that'll be our next task. And let's get after it. Alrighty, so picked up the fuel pump. Verified that it is the right one because that was a whole shit show trying to find the right one. Those pumps can be around like 1,100 bucks. I found one in a warehouse that was listed for 400 bucks, but there wasn't a picture of the top. So you'll see it once we get there. These have the built-in pressure regulator, and I couldn't see in the picture if it had it. So this one does, so that was lucky, and I saved about 600 bucks on that thing for me and the customer. So now we head down. We got about a 43-minute drive, and we're gonna dump this baby in, run the boat, rip it around the lake. Okay, see you there. So the customer is here. Here's the new fuel pump installed, all hooked up. This is the old pump. So I'll show you more in depth on the bench later, but essentially this is a little different. This is a different brand pump than what went in, but obviously it worked. We just had to shorten it down a little bit. So we're all hooked up. Now we're gonna prime and see if it runs. Other than the 1,000 mosquitoes that just absolutely murdered me, I'm having a pretty good day. So the lady was there. She was kind of hanging out with me, so I didn't want to film any of that. That's fine. Slapped the new pump in. I think I got a clip of that. Boat ran great, had no issues, no leaks, no fuel pressure problems. So we fixed that, and then they wanted me to take a look at the jet ski. And the jet ski, it was running on 1 cylinder. So we're actually towing that right now. We're gonna pull that back to the shop because to get to these plugs is a nightmare, and I would rather do that in the shop, especially because the lift was essentially teeing the dock. So to get onto it, like there's nothing you could stand on next to it. So that's fun. I don't even know why that would be set there, but to pull this top cap, we're gonna have to have it in the shop. So we'll do all that. That's gonna be fun. More content. We got paid. I'm having a good day, and I'm just kind of waiting to see what's gonna come and fuck it. But right now we're gonna run back to the shop. We've got decent drive. I strapped down the back of this jet ski, so we're all safe. Lights work. Life is good for the most part. And yeah, we'll run back to the shop. We'll get this thing in there, and I might still go and pull that boat tonight because that boat I can finish pretty quick. Unless I'm worried because I feel like there's that freeze plug that's in the back of the motor. Essentially the one that's underneath the bell housing. I'm worried it's that one and that I'm gonna have to pull the whole tranny off to get to it, which luckily it's a direct drive. I guess V drives aren't even that bad, but it's a direct drive, so there's easy access to it, but those just suck. So we'll see. It's either that or I'm gonna start working on this jet ski, or I could do some more work to those little motors, but I don't have the fuel tank yet and the new impeller hasn't shown up yet. So most likely it's gonna be the jet ski or tow another boat into the shop. The gentleman that was gonna pick up this morning with the boat that I winterized that I didn't film on, he's actually leaving the boat now because he wants me to buff it out. So that's exciting. We got another boat to buff, and that one's gonna look really nice. It's one that I haven't shown on the channel yet. The boat's all gel coat, but there's a painted section on it. That's legitimate paint just on top of the gel, and some of it's chipping. I don't think we're gonna fix that, but we shall see. Alrighty, so I will see you guys when we get back to the shop. Alrighty, so we made it back. This is the Seadoo. It's a Seadoo Spark. It has literally 50 hours on it and it's running on 1 cylinder. So I took a look at this out on the lake and decided to bring it in because the top deck's got to come off. So I will kind of loosely go through the process of how to take off the top deck. If you guys want a video on how to like actually do it, like in depth, let me know. But this is what I'm gonna finish with today. It's already getting late. And this is gonna take a little bit. It's nothing difficult really. Like it's as simple as it could be for what you have to do. I'm gonna get going on this and I wanna get the top deck off just so I can get the plugs out and then we'll throw new plugs in. I'm gonna see if they want their annual service done now while the deck's out. Because if they do, that makes things a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, let me get you guys set up and we'll get after it. All right, so not the easiest thing to do in the world alone, but still not that bad. Obviously, we have much better access now, so this is what the inside of your Spark looks like. Obviously, hell of a lot easier with that out. Really not that bad. But now we have access to our 3 coils up here. It's coil on plug setup, so the plugs are underneath. Here's our injectors, so not that bad. Definitely something, what am I even saying? I don't know, but my battery's gonna die. So I'm gonna rip these plugs out. We just have the T30s. We have to do the hold downs for the harness and then hold downs. All right, everybody, that's where we're gonna finish up for today. So we obviously got the top cap pulled off of this jet ski right after my camera died. I pulled the coils out. Plugs look okay, but they ran it for probably like 5 minutes with it misfiring. So I wouldn't expect to see a huge difference in these guys, but now we have access, so I'm gonna grab plugs in the morning. I have quite a few jobs going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually a pretty busy day. We're not gonna get this boat tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow with the guy. So we've got the jet ski, which can be finished up tomorrow and then redelivered most likely the next day or late tomorrow night. We're gonna be picking up this boat for the full service. That's gonna be an entirely separate video. We have these motors, which I should be able to work on tomorrow. I also have one job right away in the morning, which is trim solenoids on a boat in the water, which it's on an island, so that's kind of fun to get to. Let me take a look at the schedule real quick. So pull that one boat for service. We have the jet ski, we have the trim solenoids, and then the those old Evinrudes. So we're gonna have a pretty busy day tomorrow. Today was actually pretty successful. So I'm happy with that. The fuel pump, which I think I got one clip of, worked on that boat, which was a big deal. So that boat actually is going to be coming in. It has an ungodly amount of scratches and stuff. So we're going to be doing a full fiberglass restoration on that. And that one actually has spraying gel coat in it, the full buff and kind of all that. So that's exciting. We have another full buff to do on the boat that's outside, but that is gonna be saved for next week. I gotta finish up all the shit that I have in here. Thursday is gonna be a pretty busy day moving the rest of my shit over here. And then Friday, we have some more in-depth jobs. So those will all be filmed, so we're gonna have content nonstop. So if you guys enjoyed the vlog, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That was my goal going into this, posting consistently. So if you guys could subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. Let's make that happen. That would be a huge goal for me to hit. Another goal, this is personal stuff that, also if you guys want a podcast, comment down below, because I think we're gonna film it, and this is all stuff I'll talk about in that. But another personal goal for the business was to have winter storage, and I just closed on that building today. So we're gonna have winter storage, so I have jobs lined up for the winter. We damn near filled it even before I knew I had it, so that's incredible. And this place specifically, not only does it have the indoor for the building, we have outdoor, so I can put all the shrink wrap boats outside there and have even more boats to work on. So it seems like things are going okay. I'm just waiting for the next thing to come and fuck me. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get closed up. I have a shitload of paperwork to do tonight and I need to edit this video. So we're pretty much up to date. I'm trying to get ahead on videos, but I would have been if I didn't delete that one fucking video. So yeah, I got a bunch of paperwork to do, a bunch of invoices to send, estimates to make, and I don't think I have any parts to order. Like I said, appreciate you guys for the view. Shout out to my dogs, always commenting, like when I actually like ask a question. You guys are the best. But yeah, see you guys next time.